Hello students, today the theme of the lesson reported speech, subject practical grammar, group ML18 and date 29th of January 2020. Changes in reported speech. Changes of pronouns, indirect speech, for example, John said I'm coming, and indirect speech, John said that he was coming, as we can see in the example. So there are some changes in pronouns, so I changes into he. And also we can say that there are some changes of tenses. For example, direct speech, John said I am coming, and in the indirect speech, John said that he was coming. So I am coming, it is in the present continuous, changes into the past continuous. John said that he was coming. And in this table, you can see some changes of the tenses. For example, present simple, she said it's cold, and present simple changes into the past simple, she said it was cold. Present continuous, for example, she said I'm teaching English online. Present continuous changes into the past continuous, she said she was teaching English online. Present perfect simple, for example, she said I've been on the verb since 1999. So present perfect changes into the past perfect. She said she had been on the verb since 1999. Present perfect continuous changes into the past perfect continuous. For example, she said I've been teaching English for 7 years, and she said she had been teaching English for 7 years. Past simple changed into the past perfect. She said I taught online yesterday. She said she had taught online yesterday. So taught changes into the had taught. Past continuous changes into the past perfect continuous. For example, she said I was teaching earlier, and she said she had been teaching earlier. Past perfect changes into past perfect, so there is no change. And the past perfect continuous changes into the past perfect continuous, also there is no change. So there is a table where we can see the changes of the tenses. Changes of the situations. For example, John said, I did this exercise last night, and in direct speech, Jen said that he had done that exercise the previous night. So here we can see the demonstrative pronoun. These changes into the that. And also last night changed into the previous night. Also here the table, the changes of the adjectives and adverbs. So you can see these, that's, those, here, there, now, then, today, that day, tonight, that night, tomorrow, the next day, or the following day, last night, previous night, the day after tomorrow, in today's time, yesterday, the day before yesterday, the 2 days before, next week, the following week, and this week, and the last week changed into the week or the year before. So here is also the changes of adjectives and adverbs, so you should also know and learn by heart these words. And here is, so as we mentioned, the examples of the changes of some words. Also, you should learn it by heart. And also actions and promises, orders and requests. For example, in direct speech, John ordered Bill clean my boots, and in direct speech, John ordered Bill to clean his boots. So here is order. The sentence is like imperative sentence, and so in imperative sentence, when we say in reported speech, we use to. John ordered Bill to clean his boots. And also here is a report using present and future tense. For example, in direct speech, John said the sun rises from the east, and in direct speech, John said that the sun rises from the east. If the original speaker is present, and future is still present and future. And what about the modal verbs? Also, there are some changes in the modal verbs. For example, in indirect speech, John said, I must do my homework now. In indirect speech, John said that he must do his homework in homework then. So would, should, could, might, ought to, and must are unchanged. So modal verbs are not changed. So, but we can also change must. For example, the past form of the must, we can put had to. So, and indirect difference between direct and indirect speech. So, direct speech, I have no intention of quitting my job. Indirect speech, he said he had no intention of quitting his job. And also here is some differences. And in above conversation between two women, both direct and indirect speech used, you can read this dialogue and understand the difference. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.